Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Tak Kawatani, President of Diversity Management Institute, Crosscultural Management Consultant. Well, welcome to the channel, winning together with Japanese channel. Today, chapter 6, show interest, expressions for showing interest. And before that, you notice my virtual background. Does it look familiar to some of you? This is actually my favorite spot in a Malaysian hill station. Malaysia no kogen desu ne, Karuiza mitaina. From, let's say, the temperature between 17 to 22-3 degrees throughout the year, and it's a perfect what do you call it? Get away from city life of Malaysian people. It's about 2 hours drive from Kuala Lumpur city center. And this particular place is called the Welcome to Richmond Bungalow. This is a private bungalow, but this is open for renting the place as a family group of friends. And as you know, Malaysia, where I spent 17 years running my companies, used to be a colony of UK. So this kind of a British-style cottage is there, and surprisingly, only 1 or 2 gardeners, local gardeners, is keeping this large garden very beautiful throughout the year. You can have a high tea and so on, the British style in the Malaysian jungle. And some of you might know, I am a facilitator of Malaysia Beetle program, Malaysia 昆虫教室の主催者でもありまして。That brings me there maybe about 10 times a year. And when I was living there, I used to stay like 1 month to, I guess, maximum 1.5 months all year round while while working as a cross-cultural consultant there. And I didn't tell my clients, I just told them, well, I'm busy this time, that time. But actually, in many a case, I was hunting for insects together with the children of mostly Japanese expat families from Asia and from Japan. All right. Okay. Today, back to this chapter 6, show interest. This is for both Japanese expatriate managers or managers in Japan, as well as anyone working with Japanese. Let me quote. The risk is not in trying. Wait a minute, please. The risk is not in trying. The risk is it is in not trying. Okay. When we are complacent, we stop learning and growing. Whenever we are working, we want to keep burning the desire and curiosity to learn. Self-development and at all levels in life is engine for innovation. Japanese managers welcome volunteers and self-starters. リスクはやってみることではないんだと。リスクをやってみないことにありますよっていうね。これはもう定番の表現ですね。The risk is not in trying, it is in not trying. 現状に満足すると学びや成長がストップします。どこで働いていても学ぶことへの好奇心、意欲は燃やし続けたいものですねと。人生のあらゆる段階での自己啓発はイノベーションのエンジンですね。日本人マネージャーも実は自ら率先して手を挙げる人を歓迎しているんですよということですね。4 categories of English expressions. And the first one, category is show interest. 興味を示すという2つだけ言いますね。It's interesting. It's interesting. It looks interesting. It sounds interesting. ということですね。面白いですね。面白そうですねと。This is just a standard, very easy expression. But not often busy managers may say that. Okay, so this is something we should not forget. Next one is, may I know more about it? May I know more about it? Because it looks interesting. I want to hear more about it. Well, you may have a temptation to advise this and that because you're pressed by time for solutions as soon as possible. But just take a moment and ask this kind of a neutral, safe words. May I know more about it? It looks interesting. At least it motivates other party to share more, to want to tell you more. And then you can move on, if necessary, to a specific advice, isn't it? Now, this is a very easy expression, you might say, but let me tell you, Japanese people often complain about non-Japanese working for them, with them, saying, they just tell us like this, boss, what should I do? What should I do? And the Japanese go mad saying, you are the manager, that's what you're hired for, rather than, just simply asking for help. Well, they say the local people lack, initiative, self-starting spirit. Well, the reason can be of multiple backgrounds, but one of the main reasons for the local people's attitude, if that is true, of not coming up with a solution first and then simply want to ask for advice or support is the lack of feedback after the Japanese managers say those expressions. It's interesting, tell me more about it, and I will think about it, I will consider it. Yeah? And after that, there's no consideration reporting back to or fed back to the person, the local person. So when you say those expressions, which is nice to show your interest, please make sure, and I'm telling this to Japanese managers here, please make sure to not forget feedback. And if it's considered, then tell them what is considered. Then they will begin slowly to come up with or bring you some ideas first, together with the question, right? Well, that's my point. 次のカテゴリーはですね、手を挙げると、つまりボランティア、self-starting attitude ですね。これを表現する表現ですね。Well, these expressions are more for non-Japanese people in a Japanese company to show you volunteering spirit. All right. Regarding the call for local expatriates in the region, can I try? Regarding the call for local expatriates in the region, can I try? このアジア域内の、ヨーロッパ域内での、あるいはこの北米でのですね、現地社員の赴任者募集という発表がありましたけども、トライしていいでしょうかと。つまり、usually expatriation is for expatriates from home office, Japan. Yeah, but the local employee, like Italian or French or German staff in the Japanese company in Europe, or American employee in North America, can have a position as an expat to move to Canada, from US to Canada, Canada to US, or Mexico, from Germany to UK, regional headquarters of Europe, for example, or to Spanish or Italy, or back to Japan. Italian manager can have a choice of career to work in Japan, right? So some innovative companies are opening that door, but very few, right? So regarding the call for local expatriates in the region or in Japan, can I try? Well, the Japanese will be very happy to hear your spirit. Next one. It'll be nice if we can make an opportunity to present my idea in front of the management. It'll be nice if we can make an opportunity for me to present my idea in front of the management. この幹部の前で発表できる機会を作っていただければ嬉しいですと。こういうこの積極性も日本人は当然好きですよね。ぜひともそれを鼓舞してもらいたいと思いますね。Third category is about 学ぶ意欲、drive to learn 学ぶ意欲ですね。これはですね、this will be good for both to anyone, Japanese or non-Japanese, it doesn't matter. But it takes a little bit of a courage for anyone to say this. Okay, listen up. To familiarize myself with this job, where would you suggest I do first? To familiarize myself with this job, what would you suggest I do first? これは勇気いりますよね。この業務に慣れたいと思います。慣れるために、まず何から始めればいいでしょうか。まずどこから始めればいいでしょうか。Well, you must be courageous to say this, because your manager or leader may bombard you with a lot of things to begin, to familiarize. I want to familiarize myself with this job more. Where should I begin, boss? これぜひともシンシアな気持ちで、正直な気持ちでおっしゃってみてはどうでしょうか。If you land a job in a German local company in Munich, and you're a Japanese, if you're a non-German, and it takes a bit of courage, but I think it's better off. You'll be benefit, right? Giving a good attitude of advancement, development to your German boss, right? Next one, same category, drive to learn. Are there any projects or assignments I could get involved to improve myself? Are there any projects or assignments I could get involved to improve myself? This is also a similar expression to show your eagerness to learn and advance yourself, right? Takes a little bit of courage, but I think it's a very good expression. Any boss, any leader should welcome this. If she doesn't welcome, then she has a problem as a manager. The last category is about 自己啓発 self-development, self-improvement ですね。これもですね、Okay, please have a listen. I've been with this company for 3 years now. I wonder how I'm doing as a manager. I've been with this company for 3 years now. I wonder how I'm doing as an engineer. ですね。もう勤務して3年目になります。私はエンジニアとしてどうでしょうかですね。Well, this is a courageous question. Your boss may say anything. You're doing good or you need a lot to be desired と言われるかもしれませんけれども。まあ、you don't have to wait for 3 years. You can say this after 3 months, 1 month, or 1 year, right? Maybe better to say this earlier than 3 years, because 3 years is rather, could be a little bit too late, Well, next one. And this is the last one today. If you notice areas where I can contribute more by doing things differently, I would like to hear it. I'll be pleased to hear them. ですね。私の仕事のやり方で、やり方を変えればもっと貢献できるという領域があれば、ぜひ伺いたいと思いますと。ですね。If you notice a certain area where I can contribute more by doing things differently, I would like to hear it, boss と。ね。これなんかもとっても素晴らしい表現ですよね。なかなか言えない、なかなか思いつかないですね。勇気を入れますしね。悪いことは言われたくないということがありますけれども、まあ、外国人として日本の会社で働いている皆さん、あるいは日本人の方でも、フランスの会社で、イギリスの会社で就職しますよね。これ、早いうちにどんどん言うと、どんどん不安感がなくなってきますよね。イギリス人と同じように、あるいはフランス人と同じようになるべく働きたい外国人の日本人としてですね、この恐怖感が常につきまとうパフォーマンスアプレイザー、勤務評価でどういうことになるかによってね、首カットがあり得るわけですから、未然に防ぐためにも、ボスとの関係を良好に保っておくためにもね、早めに、僕だったら言いますね。だって不安でしょうがないんですもん。アメリカに頑張って就職できたとしてもね、いつ解雇言われるかわからないということですから、私だったらね、Apple polishing、ごますりという意味ではなくてね、僕だったら早く言いますね。弱点直したいですよね。以上、Short Interest、Section 6 from my book、here, Winning Together at Japanese Companies でした。All the best to you and thank you for watching and please keep safe and see you soon again. Thank you. Keep safe. Bye-bye.